Hello everybody, welcome back to the Ostkatch World Cup 2023. I am Cypre, going to be joined by Dolan for this beautiful match that we have coming up. It is going to be Germany versus Indonesia. Two Goliaths in the losers bracket, by the way. What do you think about this, Donald?
Yeah, kind of crazy to see these teams vying for a spot in top 12. So one of these teams going out in top 16 is kind of wild, but Indonesia, coming off that round of 32 loss to the Netherlands, have been running the gauntlet ever since, and have now run into their first real challenge, I would say, in the losers bracket in Germany here.
Yeah,
coming in just 2 seeds behind them.
It's a hard challenge. That's the big thing about it. It's like you see this match and you think, oh, it should be winners bracket, right? No, it's losers bracket. One of these two teams is going to be out of the tournament in just about 1 hour approximately at most. So not looking that great for the future. One of these two teams looking pretty great for one of them though, and hopefully all teams will have a great match in this one. Gonna be hoping for the best. No Kroy rolling a bit low with the 16, not starting things off great, but Korneko, he's feeling pretty good after that one. 73.
And taking a look at the bracket, the winner will be facing, I believe, the loser of Chile-Philippines.
Ooh, that's gonna be...
I believe.
If that's true, then that's also not that great of a match going into next week for either of these teams.
It is true, yep. Yeah, that is the case.
Dude, how did we get such a death bracket? Like, that's just disgusting seeing.
Well, you see, there was
teams
this
face each
country
other.
called the Netherlands,
Yeah.
and they sent Indonesia down here, messed everything up in the process.
So we just blame the Dutch is what you're saying.
I mean, they kind of did that thing.
They did do that thing. But man, that thing was great to watch, but Indonesia definitely not feeling that great after that thing that we are talking about. We're going to be seeing Germany's ban first. Korneko deciding to pick first as winning the role. You can choose which one you want to do. I think Germany probably going to ban Hidden. Hidden 2 is, I think, the obvious choice for pretty much everybody here.
Yeah, and I feel like the ban choice is probably going to be pretty obvious for Indonesia. You kind of want to ban Hard Rock against Germany. They're one of the best Hard Rock teams in the whole tournament as the 11th seed.
Yeah, that is for sure. I mean, if we had any match, you could predict the bans down to like just 1 or 2 maps. It's this one. Germany is for sure banning Hidden 2. I mean, they even have the Indonesian mapper buff. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
The Hidden 2 ban coming in from Germany. Indonesia, I'd say probably Hard Rock 1, I think would be the safest ban for them.
Yeah, especially because it's been such a popular pick the whole weekend. And come on, this is Germany you're playing against.
Yeah, they're going to be completely stomping on a consistency Hard Rock pick, that is for sure.
It really just comes down to how good the Indonesian players are at all the Hard Rock picks, respectively.
Yeah, I think we saw in Netamar, he was doing really well earlier.
Oh,
that's a bit
that's
surprising.
Interesting.
Yeah,
the
Nomad
mechanics,
2.
man.
Yeah, Nomad 2 being banned from Indonesia instead of a Hard Rock like we were thinking. I mean, it does make a bit of sense. Maybe they just don't have that third player to be able to step up on the Nomad compared to a Hard Rock. But we are getting into the first pick as well from Indonesia, Hidden 1. No surprises there at all.
You know, of course, Indonesia could be perfectly confident in their Hard Rock game and just might be waiting for Germany to pick the Hard Rocks.
That is also a potential thought. Is also, I think the Hard Rocks this week are a bit easier than most of the rest of the pool. So maybe they think the gaps shouldn't be that large on a Hard Rock, considering it is a bit on the easier side if you can actually play these maps. It's definitely harder than last week, but last week provided more potential for misses on the higher end teams, and both of these teams are pretty strong. So.
Sure, that is very true indeed here, but they decided to go with the consistency hidden pick here. The 4-minute AR9 hidden map.
Yeah, this one is really brutal. I mean, we've seen so many players struggle on this throughout the whole weekend.
It's quite the understatement.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I think we saw some players getting like in the 700s, so could definitely see some pretty low scores coming out on this one. But both these teams have pretty solid rosters, especially for a map like this. I think even Germany could put up a fight on this, even though they're not known for their hidden.
They definitely have the roster for it.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Note Kuroi, Marshmallow, and Loom on the side of Germany, Madoka Ayakawa, Galaxy, and Korneko on the side of Indonesia. No Nadamaru for hidden. It's something that, you know, maybe we should be seeing more of, considering he's just that good of a player, but not that confident on the hidden, it seems. And, I mean, he's got 3 good hidden players backing him up, so doesn't need to play hidden.
You definitely want to conserve the stamina of one of your top players when it doesn't have to be exerted. Korneko will start off with the early miss here, traded by No Kuroi.
Yeah, and Korneko's miss was actually quite a bit, or dropped all the way down to an A rank for a minute. No Kuroi and Galaxy finding a few misses. Note really not liking this intro.
Marshmallow, gonna be the second German player to fall. So it's only Loom and Madoka. Madoka goes down, it's only Loom.
Yeah, only 1 FC already, and it's only been 300 combo. I mean, that just shows how brutal this map really is.
Yeah, only 1 FC remaining. It's an SS at that. Korneko, pretty much with an FC, just had a very early miss, but Indonesia are trailing behind as Germany take the lead.
The Galaxy missing is gonna just make that lead so much bigger. It's already going to be almost 80,000 points right here, lead for Germany.
And this is definitely not something Indonesia can have here. Galaxy is really struggling. It's traded by No Kuroi there. But Madoka just can't seem to quite get fully in rhythm. Seems to be able to get a nice couple hundred combo going, but finding a few consistent misses here and there. So far is looking good, but Marshmallow and Loom, man, just doing the work for Germany.
Yeah, Loom especially he's just going with the FC still. 800 combo win, and he's just showing up in Indonesia right now, all by himself. Score point lead is already at about 100,000. It's not looking that bright for Indonesia's first pick of the match.
Yeah, Loom is single-handedly canceling out Galaxy and Korneko right now.
No Kuroi does drop, so it's gonna make it a little bit tighter, but they got a pretty solid lead already with Marvin and Loom just doing really well.
They do, but that combo advantage is actually going to start to shift over towards Indonesia now as Galaxy and Korneko's combo begin to overtake Loom and Marshmallow. Madoka as well has recovered quite nicely. That double miss traded by Madoka. Oh, Korneko! That's absolutely massive. Korneko's miss took the wind out of Indonesia's sails there. They had a chance to cancel out Loom.
Dude, that guy, he's going. I don't know if he's gonna miss considering how he's playing. No Kuroi missing quite a bit, so it could get a little spicy here towards the end of the map. Only about 1/5 of the map remaining. Only about 50,000 points in the lead for Indonesia. It's gonna shrink a bit. Loom does drop, so that's gonna be a huge momentum shift. Indonesia has a chance to bring it back and they can keep their combos going. Marv drops.
Wait a minute.
It's gonna shift.
Wait a minute. Not after
Marv drops
this
again.
No, not like this.
Indonesia's holding the strong.
Wow.
No drops. It swaps over.
And all of a sudden, the hunters have become the hunted.
Oh yeah.
Indonesia saving a break point at the last second, able to convert. Germany fall apart. Unbelievable. Despite a 980k performance from Loom, Indonesia take it.
Yeah, that was really close, especially for a hidden point. Like, that score gap is about a 70,000 score gap right here, but it was definitely not that far apart throughout the whole match. It's just that Germany did have a bit of a collapse towards the end, and Indonesia held strong when they needed to. So well played to all the Indonesians on that one. All had pretty decent combos. Note Kuroi not having the best of times on that map. He's a bit behind everybody else, but he doesn't play the hidden as well as everybody else in the lobby, so it is to be expected to a degree.
Yeah, but definitely Germany showing that they're definitely an underrated team when it comes to hidden. Nice scores coming out of Loom and Marvmello. As you said, unfortunately, just no Kuroi not having the best of times there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Germany go right to the Hard Rock, or even possibly the double time would be a good counter for that.
It's going to be a mixed mod.
That one shocks me a bit, because they're going to have at least one player sticking on the hidden. And probably going to be Loom on the side of Germany, considering how he did just then. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe Note Kuroi play Hard Rock, Marvmello play Nomad. Even Nerfu could come and play Hard Rock for Germany if they really wanted to.
You know, I think that's what they're looking for here, to keep the same 3 players in, but to switch to something that can feed the hot hand in Loom right now, and allow Note Kuroi to really sink his teeth into something he enjoys here on the Hard Rock pick.
I think it definitely makes sense overall. One thing that I would also be expecting to see from Indonesia is having Netamaru come in for the Hard Rock.
You see, you say that, and you'd expect that, but there's a start command.
We're not seeing Netamaru in this?
We're not seeing Netamaru, and I don't want to say he's not here, but it's because it's only 2 maps in, but
if Netamaru isn't able to be at this match, that's actually a huge, huge loss for Indonesia. Like, he is by far their best player and best performer so far in this tournament.
You can't exactly assume that just yet because it's only round 2, but
I mean, we do see Ipanpan playing the Hard Rock on this. He's definitely capable. I mean, that guy has showed up in several community tournaments in the past on a lot of hard maps. Both him and Madoka are getting very early drops. So.
Yeah, and another one for Ipanpan.
Pretty sizable lead already for Germany, about 120,000 points. Getting into the first course of the map, about halfway in. Not looking that great for Indonesia. They did recover their combos quite a bit so far, though.
Germany, what incredible consistency there. Only going to be 1 miss out of 3 players.
Yeah, honestly, just such a great score from Germany on that mixed mod 1. I mean, you can see why they picked it. North Korea and Loom, both with the SSs. Marvmello only 1 miss. That's going to probably be one of the better team scores on that map throughout the whole week, so well played.
It's just nothing Indonesia could do. Germany never gave him a chance to take that one away. So 1-1. As we expected, a closely contested match between these 2 teams. Good to see both of them convert their opening picks.
And Indonesia's firing straight back with double time 3. Bringing out the Air 9 double time versus Germany. I think it's something that you could definitely do. It's just that Germany does have the players for specialists in this. They have Enryuka, who's pretty good at the double time, but they also haven't been performing the best this tournament so far. So maybe they're trying to hope that he doesn't have that great of a run on this. But the thing is, he definitely has the potential to be able to just pull out an FC just out of nowhere.
And you gotta love a double time pick here from Indonesia, diversifying the skill sets, testing Germany on double time, but also essentially forcing Germany into a hard rock pick on their next pick, leaving that HR pool open.
We are going to be seeing Nokoroy stepping out, I believe. Lume staying in. Lume has been performing so well so far in this match, in both of these two maps, so it makes sense keeping him in, even though he's not that known for double time. He's definitely known for just being a solid player that you just rely on.
We see Ryuka checking in for Germany as well, alongside Nerfu. Also, everyone says his name is Loom, but he's German. Wouldn't it be Lume?
See, probably, but
You know?
there's a lot of names that you can just go either way. Like Ipanpan, that could be Ipanpan. Do we know? I mean, we'd have to ask him, but which one really is it?
True.
So we are going to be getting started into this one. Perneko and Urabe Mikoto with Ryuka and Ipanpan. Everybody's just pretty much early missing except for the two bottom German players, Lume and Nerfu.
Yeah, as I say, there's only one trade on the side of Germany throughout all that from Ryuka, Nerfu, and Loom. Pulling away here.
This is one of the shorter double time picks, only 2 minutes long. It's not going to be that long of a match for this one.
Yeah, and we're going to have to recover and wait. And there's a miss from Nerfu on the side of Germany. It's not traded.
Ryuka also misses with them. It's going to swing the lead right back to Indonesia on this. And Ryuka mixes again. It's going to just build it up further and further.
We're still not even halfway, though, despite how short this map is. There's still plenty of time. Ipanpan going down. Oh, there's another double miss out of Indonesia. Advantage Germany. Tug of war very much this one, halfway through.
That's another double miss, triple miss actually for Ipanpan, Loom, and Nerfu. It's going to be more favored towards Indonesia. Two combos going in. Urabe Miko still with the FC for one miss right at the intro.
There's been 4 lead changes in this one already on a short double time with a third of the map left. Make it 5. No, not quite. Yeah, it is.
This is neck and neck going to the ending. Ryuka misses. It's going to swing it right over to Indonesia towards the ending of the map. Only 1/4 of the map left. Nerfu drops.
It's all going to be in these final sections. Indonesia pulling away. Germany needs some help. Indo checking out. If Ipanpan would have missed.
Close.
They need one more, though. It's not enough. It's not enough for Germany.
There's another one from Ipanpan.
It's going to get real close. It's going to get close at the end. Is it going to be enough for the Germans?
I don't think it's enough. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. That's definitely enough.
That'll do it. Disaster right before the spinner.
Oh, no.
Spin battle. Germany.
That's a 6,000 point win at the end.
6K. Just under
just
6K. Oh my goodness.
That is completely heartbreaking for Indonesia, losing that one right at the end. That's going to be a break point. Germany taking the double time away from Indonesia.
Oh, baby, that is absolutely massive for Germany to steal a break point away like that. Ipanpan just one miss too many in the ending there. Oh, wow, right before the spinner. That was literally about 4 to 5 notes before the spinner. And now, Germany, a chance to make it a 2-point lead. It's not over after you get the break point. You have to convert your pick.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And, you know, Indonesia kind of taunting them, leaving that hard rock pool out. I wouldn't call it maybe taunting exactly, but certainly leaving that temptation out there.
I mean, to me, it's just even crazier the fact that Indonesia seemingly not having Netamaru for this match. Yeah, there it is.
And that's really what you have to pick it for, you know, to really confirm that suspicion, because we have not seen Netamaru 3 maps in. And now here's a hard rock pick, so we know that they would throw Netamaru in here for sure.
For sure, surely, right? But even though Indonesia not having Netamaru for this match, you know, they still qualified seed number 9 without him.
Yeah,
He
that
didn't
is
play
true.
qualifiers.
That's true,
So-
you know.
Theoretically, Indonesia still probably should be favored over Germany, being the higher seed, even without their star player. So,
Yeah, these teams should just be like evenly matched essentially. But
on Hard Rock, though, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know if I would call them evenly matched on Hard Rock. Germany literally outperformed everybody else in the whole tournament in the Hard Rock qualifiers. Literally, I believe they were the #1 Hard Rock team.
Yeah, they were up there. It was really close. I think USA might have been #1 over Germany, but Germany was definitely in the top 3. I remember that for sure.
I know Germany had like a first place on one and like a second or third on the other Hard Rock map.
Yeah, it was
So,
really up there.
I mean, they are essentially some of the best out there, and they have some of the most veteran players when it comes to Hard Rock. Loom is going to find an early miss. We'll be taking Hidden, as well as Urabe Mikoto, the
Two
Sabaton.
early misses.
Yeah, that is kind of uncanny there. One will be traded back by Urabe.
Probably going to be about even with those 2 misses. That one's going to shift it with Nokoroi missing at about 250 combo. Rabe trading it back, but he's the one who already broke, so it's not as punishing.
Yeah, Indonesia should retain a slight advantage as long as Urabe can recover, but I say that Germany is going to be pulling that back.
Yeah, they're pretty much nearly dead even. Maybe like 1 or 2,000 point advantage right now for Germany, but that can be easily made up for with just droplets and spinners.
It definitely won't be the deciding factor here.
Yeah, especially as Nokoroi does get another miss. That one is traded with Urabe Mikoto again.
Oh,
Mark gets a pretty massive miss. He's already down to 98.7 act.
Yeah, that was quite the collapse there. But Urabe's going to trade it. Urabe Mikoto also tanking some act here below 99 as well. That is what is keeping Germany in contention here. Marpolo going to find yet another.
Yeah, we still see the 2 bottom Indonesian players still holding on to the FCs, keeping strong for Urabe Mikoto in the top.
Yeah, and only one FC on the side of Germany. Loom putting into work. But twin FCs starting to add up here.
Pon missed like a 4 combo, which is a bit unfortunate for him. He'd actually have the SS right now if it wasn't for that very, very early miss.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even notice it either until I looked at him and Korneko. I'm like, wait a minute. These numbers aren't the same.
Oh, big miss from Urabe there.
And missing in the slow section, not what you really want.
Despite that,
even things up, I think.
it actually won't, though. It's just going to even out the
Close.
combo advantage because 2 FCs. Germany's slightly pulling it. But it's going to be very slowly.
It's a 3,000 point differential right here. That's not going to be just enough for just spinners and accuracy. So we're going to need to see at least another few misses from Indonesia if Germany want to take this one home.
Actually, they might be able to do it with no misses here as long as Nokoroi and Marvmello can keep building the combo because their combined combo is more than an FC, and Urabe's consistently struggling here.
Oh yeah, but the combo cap's at 200. You ain't gaining more points after 200.
I thought that changed.
Nope. We wanted to change it, but sadly couldn't get it in this year.
So I was lied to.
I ain't saying anything about that.
This
but
is a
these teams are
conspiracy.
so close.
Anyway, it's, oh my goodness, it's all gonna come down to the last few sections of the map. These FCs, we'll call them FCs.
Marvmello misses, and that's gonna seal it. Yep.
Yep.
6,000.
Indonesia.
That's another break point. 2 break points in a row.
Yeah, able to cancel out the previous point with a break point of their own. One. The pick now going back over to Germany. Or my bad, Indonesia. That was Germany's pick on the Hard Rock.
Tied it up 2-2. Yeah, now imagine if Netamar was here playing for that top slot in Indonesia instead of Robin Mikoto. Maybe we see a triple FC. Just saying. Definitely possible.
We definitely see 3 million points there potentially.
Oh yeah. But Indonesia showing we don't need Netamar. We got this. They can at least put up pretty much an equal fight against Germany on these maps. Pick from Indonesia, probably going to go with the other hidden, I'd assume, hidden 3. But the thing is, Germany got a bit of a German map buff on hidden 3, so they are going to go with the Nomad 4, the Convert. I think this is also a fair pick.
The sole convert of the pool, Nomad 4. It's going to be Integral Cube. And oh boy, 6-star converts.
Yeah, this one's a bit on the easier side, all things considered. Like, there's a few hard jumps, right? But most people are going to miss the same thing if they're going to miss. And this map shouldn't see any scores below 900k, definitely not for these two teams. So we're going to see pretty high scores overall. It's just going to be a long marathon slugfest of, alright, can you hit this jump? Good job. Can you hit the next one? Nice. And how many jumps can you hit? That's pretty much going to decide who's going to win this map.
And there's a start command. We're going to get right into it. No substitutions really here. Aside from Madoka coming in for Robin Mikoto on the side of Indonesia. Time for some convert jumps. Round 5.
Yeah, there is one pretty far double jump right at the beginning, about somewhere slightly after 100 combos. So if you're going to see an early break, it is definitely going to be there. I think at least one person's going to miss it. So be on the lookout for that one.
I'm so excited for a 100 combo now.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty brutal jump. It's slightly after 100. Right there, we do see Lume missing on that jump that I was mentioning. So it's going to be a small advantage for Indonesia in the intro.
Yeah, only one player getting caught out by that. That is a nasty double jump. But there, like you said, there's plenty more to trip them up in this map.
Neko missing on one of the easier parts, so a bit unexpected right there, but is going to swing the advantage, especially with that second miss from him.
Yeah, right as Lume gets to that 200 combo. And now it's all Germany.
Scary thing is, Korneko's also been pretty solid for Indonesia overall this match. He's been having, I'd say, probably some of the better scores for Indonesia. So having him miss 2 times early on, not the greatest of signs, but if there's anyone who could also bring it back and stay consistent, it's going to be him.
Yeah, it's still very close. It's a 1-miss game. So thankfully for them, on the side of both players, both teams, players that missed, they have some consistent teammates backing them up.
Marshmallow does break. That's going to pretty much even it out. Maybe slight advantage for Indonesia going into the second half of the map. All things considered, once everybody reaches that 200 combo, yep, it's going to swap over right there.
To the lead they go. And they'll see it at the break.
They see that score. It's only 4,000 points. It's going to get a little bit more, maybe about 7,000 once Marshmallow hits that 200 combo, but it's super tight in the end. The thing is, the ending bit harder than the rest of the map, so I don't think we'll be seeing these 3 SSs that we still have from Nokore, Madoka, and Ipanpan for much longer.
We'll see how big this league gets to. Like you said, it's definitely not going to get to more than 10k for sure. It's all going to come down to the final quarter of the map, as the past 3 maps have essentially come down to.
Everybody holding pretty well on this first part of the second course. No misses yet.
And that bodes well for Indonesia. But they will have to hold all the way to secure the point. The Germans hot on their heels. And now things getting a little more comfortable for him. Oh,
Marvelo also misses. That's a huge lead now going for Indonesia right into this very tiny last sliver of the map. That's a double miss though, but it is traded once with Marvelo, so it's still going to be advantage Indonesia.
Yeah, and I don't think there is enough time for No Kuroi to do enough damage. Unless Korneko dropped. That would have been the only way.
But even then, it's still right at the very end of the map. We only got a little bit left. And that is going to be stealing point number 3 for Indonesia at the very end of this map. It is going to be 3-2 Indonesia, going on to Germany's pick for the next map.
And now the pressure is back on Germany to convert once again. An SS from No Kuroi, alas to no avail, but a brilliant score nonetheless.
And these two scores from both of these teams, they both got over 2.9 million. Those are really solid scores, even for this map where you usually have higher score anyways. Having that much is still just really good scores. I can't say it enough. It's just, that's probably better than most teams, you know? And seeing both of these teams in the losers bracket, by the way, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, only one of these teams is going through to the top 12. And they're both top 12 seeds. That just goes to show how crazy this year's World Cup has been. But Germany, where will they go? One mixed mod.
Hard Rock didn't go the best for them. I do think mixed mod is probably a good choice for Germany here. Maybe go with the Hard Rock and then, yeah, Hard Rock on the mixed mod too. Probably go for a sizable score difference on that specifically, because it is pretty challenging to play mixed mod 2 with the Hard Rock if you're not that confident on it.
Absolutely. And I mean, No Kuroi is absolutely locked in right now, so putting No Kuroi back on Nomon is always a good idea.
Thing is, maybe he'll be forced to play Hard Rock on this one? Not too sure. I do think Lume is going to be playing the Hidden. That's probably what's going to be happening. Either that or Marv, but
and of course they won't move into the proper slots for us, of course, but we know it's probably going to be Mendoka versus Lume on the Hidden for sure. And the thing is, realistically, the other mods lineup could be either way for either side, really. But it's going to be Korneko and Marvelo on Hard Rock, No Kuroi and Ipampan on No Mod makes sense.
Yeah, Ipampan swapping off the Hard Rock compared to the previous mixed mod. We did see him Hard Rock that mixed mod 1, seeing Korneko Hard Rock the mixed mod 2. Maybe he's played this one just a little bit more. Probably feels a bit more comfortable on these jumps.
Early miss out of Ipampan there, so slight German lead.
And this map is really short. You see that 1 minute 40 second mark. Another miss from Korneko. That's already going to balloon the lead so much already, just in its early stages of the map.
And so far, it's looking like all 3 of the German players have had a good launch indeed here. 3 SSs. And now Indonesia are simply at their mercy. Lume is going to find the first German miss right as everybody hits 200 combos, so that is going to help pretty big. That'll swing things back, but Madoka Ayukawa getting caught out there.
Yeah, still going to be a sizable advantage for Germany, but if they get even just 1 miss, it could definitely just swing everything, as long as that 1 miss is going to be from No Kuroi Marv, but it is going to be from Loom, so it's not going to be as punishing as it would have been if it was from the other two players.
Tell you this right now, I'm not betting on no Kuroi to miss the way his platter is looking right now. Look at no Kuroi.
Yeah, we had 4 misses from everybody else. Marvel actually missing twice, so it might get a little bit close towards the ending here. Korneko does drop on the Hard Rock. It's not going to get close anymore.
I told you, no Kuroi is not missing. Coming in on the Nomad. Delivering an equalizer for Germany here.
Yeah, they definitely needed that one. It's going to be tied up 3-3. No Kuroi with another SS. Bringing home the SS on the Nomad slot for Mixed Mod 2. Well played.
Let the man cook indeed. No Kuroi. Back-to-back double S's. It was pretty close the whole way, and then everybody fell except for No Kuroi.
Yeah, everybody having pretty similar scores. We all see in that 840, 870,000 range, and then you just see No Kuroi with the 1 million.
Just, I wonder what happened here. Oh, it's pretty easy to tell.
Yeah.
But like you said, the other 5 players were essentially all evenly matched, all similar scores.
Heading into the next pick from Indonesia. Could be seeing the Hidden 3, like we said before. Probably one of the better picks that they could do, I think. Maybe even something like the Nomad 3 could be interesting from Indonesia as well.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Nomad 1 is going to be an option for Indonesia right now with just how well No Kuroi is playing on Nomad maps in general of low AR, mid AR, high AR. He's just knocking them out of the park. It's going to be Hidden 3.
Yeah, this one makes probably the most sense out of all the remaining maps. Although it is German mapper buff for Germany, but it is Hidden. So I think those two kind of cancel it out a little bit.
They're going to switch things up a little bit here, but this is not the low AR Hidden.
We actually have the mapper in the chat. It's like, my map, free win for Germany right here. So if they don't win, you know who to blame.
Is it a mapper buff or a mapper debuff for Germany? We're going to find out.
We'll have to see, yeah. All things considered, Indonesia probably a little bit favored on this one, but you never know. Lume had a really good score on the Hidden one earlier. Marvelmello and Note are definitely able to perform this map. A lot less hidden intensive.
You know, and I hate to sound like a broken record here, but you know, I'm looking at No Kuroi here because the last time they played the Hidden, it was the low AR Hidden. No Kuroi didn't have a good time, and that was the difference maker. But this isn't low AR, so we'll see. We know Lume and Marvelmello can hang here. We know Indonesia's got at least 2 of the 3 players are going to have a good time with this, you know.
Yeah, this map essentially plays like a Nomad map, all things considered. Like, you don't really notice that you're playing Hidden. Marvelmello with a very early miss, though. Small advantage to Indonesia right out of the gate.
But hey, you want those early misses if you're going to find them. You want them early. But now, No Kuroi going down. Traded by Madoka. So it's 2 misses to 1. Indonesia advantage.
Another miss from Marv. It's going to make things quite a bit larger of a lead for Indonesia. Madoka misses again about 100 combo, not as punishing. That one's going to be a little bit more painful. Along with that one, he's not having a good time into this part of the map. That lead, he's really not having a good time on these streams. But Note is going to follow up with 2 more misses. Marvelmello missing himself. And we just see Korneko and Impapon holding strong for Madoka on that top slot, keeping the lead in Indonesia's favor.
Yeah, it's a 2v1 essentially. But what to see?
2 misses that we just saw?
Was that 3 misses that we just saw? Or client? Oh man, worst timing. Worst timing. But Madoka and Marvelmello struggling mightily on this pick. No Kuroi just finding a couple misses here and there. In between a few hundred combo. Korneko goes down. That is pretty big. But Lume trades.
Yeah, we only see Pon holding the combo here throughout the whole lobby. Everybody else is broke. You know, everybody else is below 200 combo. Pon just got a casual 1,000 combo, by the way. Nokoroy missing again. That lead is going to go all the way up to about 90,000. And we only have maybe 1/3 of the map left.
Yeah, Indonesia looking strong on the hit.
Pon misses.
Oh, in the slow section, too. You hate to see a big combo go like that. But that is exactly what Germany needed. And there's another miss from a Pon, and that is exactly what Germany needed.
Yeah, you see that blue bar? It's shrinking a little bit.
It's
just
happening again. It's coming towards the center, Andrew. Again, not again, not again.
We only got just a little bit left of the map, but it is enough if we see a few more misses on the side of Indonesia. That is one miss.
Traded.
Gonna need at least one more. That one's gonna be a trade. Oh.
Yeah, now they're just trading, so it looks
both
like
top
Indonesia
players
will be
just
good.
collapsed at the end a bit.
Yeah.
Indonesia will be able to take it home for that last hidden 3 pick.
Trade after trade after trade. Germany just couldn't capitalize at the end there.
Yeah. Super nice scores from both Kroneko and Lume with 990,000, both of them. Well played. And that's no more hiddens for Indonesia. Can't really bully Germany on the hidden anymore, so they're gonna have to find something else that'll work. Germany going straight into double time 2.
You love to see the confidence. Both teams still have their timeouts, and that's very important to consider going forward after this pick. Because we're either going to be tied at 4 or Indonesia is going to be at match point.
Yeah, either way, after this one, it's going to get a lot more spicy going into the next picks. We're going to see Nokoroy stepping out for Nerfu. Not a surprise there. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing Inryuka also stepping in for Marmello. Yep, there we are. Robert Mikoto stepping in from Madoka Aikawa. No surprises here.
And again, Sekre, you know, we talk a lot about momentum in matches like that. As someone who plays at the top levels of this tournament, how big of that, how big a factor is that in a match?
Well, this map in particular is pretty much do or die for Germany. If you lose this pick, you're really not having a good time. You have to go 3-5 against Indonesia. You have to win one of their picks, and then you have to win the next pick, and then the tiebreaker to be able to win the whole match. So this pick is definitely the most important one out of the whole match. And the winner of this one is probably having a really good shot of winning the whole match. It's going to be super nerve-wracking, and this map in particular, really tough on the fingers. We see early misses from Rabin Mikoto and Inryuka, so nerves going to probably play a bit more of a factor in this map in particular.
And interesting to note, Rabin Mikoto electing to not take hidden this time on double time.
Yeah, same for Neko.
And there's a miss out of it, Pon, so advantage Germany. And like you said, this is the most critical pick, but Germany had the advantage on DT last time.
Two quick misses from Kroneko right there in succession, so it's going to be a little bit more punishing than just one miss. Germany having a pretty solid lead going into the second half of the map very soon. Rabin Mikoto misses, and that's all the combos down for Indonesia. They're
already
really
over
just
100K.
struggling on this DT.
And just like that, halfway through, they're going to see the score gap and know that it is over 100,000, 150,000 nearly.
It's going to get bigger too. Those combos are not at 200 yet. It's just going to get larger and larger. The thing is, this map does have a bit of collapse potential, I'd say, on the second half. So even though it is looking pretty grim, I don't think it's completely over yet. It's going to be all dependent on if Germany can just collapse. That's one miss so far. It is traded by Rabin Mikoto, though.
And unfortunately, Indo are going to need a lot more than that heading into the final quarter. And Ryuka and Lume looking really good, really consistent here.
And heading into the final seconds of the map, we just see 2 misses, 3 misses on the side of Indonesia. That's just going to completely seal the door shut on this pick. We're going to be heading into a 4-4. And breaks his FC at the end, sadly.
The possibility of a tiebreaker now. increasing tenfold here. 4-4. And there's a nice when you see it moment on screen, and it's gone.
It's gone. It's already gone. It was only there for just a few seconds.
Only the real ones saw it.
Yeah, only 2 more picks left in this match. We're going to be seeing 2 picks regardless. And these 2 picks, we're going to be seeing Nomad 3 coming in for Indonesia, the X-Gon map. I think this is probably the best pick that they had left. Either that or Nomad 1 could have also been... Actually, no, Nomad 1 versus Germany. Yeah, this is the best pick. That's for sure. My only worry now is if Germany can force a tiebreaker, I think Germany has a really solid edge on the tiebreaker specific. We've seen Germany over the years do pretty well on tiebreakers, considering they have No Koroi, Loom, and Marv Mello, just 3 powerhouses on that Nomad.
Yeah, Germany have just been the slightly more consistent team across the board. I would have to agree with you on that so far in this match. But Indonesia have risen to the occasion when it's mattered. We'll see if they can continue to do so here. And they decide to go the X-Gon map, Nomad 3.
No misses in the intro so far on that. Oh, that's a double miss from Indonesia.
Oh, right after a 200 combo intro. That is not how you wanted to start this map if you're Indonesia. But they get help, thankfully. They really needed that.
Yeah, if they didn't have that,
they just got bailed out.
Completely bailed out. That's not looking good either with the Madoka finding another miss in that top right of your screen.
Yeah, so it'll be a slight lead for Germany, but I mean a much better position for Indonesia than they would have been.
Yeah, it was looking a pretty bit doomed there, not gonna lie. But this map is pretty difficult, all things considered. We are going to be getting into the harder part of the map once we get going on this one again. A little bit of a pause here.
Once client decides to wake up. Uh-oh.
Hopefully not a disconnect from Note Kuroi. Would be pretty unfortunate. We do see 2 trades coming in from Marv Miller and Ayakawa on that first little wiggle. Note Kuroi is back.
But unfortunately, he is slot 1, which controls the audio, so...
Yeah. we do need that.
So, panic button must be pressed. So we're going to miss a little bit of this action here, but get him synced back up and...
Actually have a pretty huge lead for Germany after quite a bit of misses from Indonesia. Nobody has a combo on Indonesia. That's 120,000 points. Where did that come from?
It looks like Indonesia have just been consistently finding misses. And as you can see on the side of Germany, 3 combos above 200. 0 combos above 200 for Indonesia.
Yeah, and if Germany wins this, that's going to be a break point. It's going to be their pick next. Going 5-4. And that is really not a good sign for Indonesia. Yeah, they see it's pretty much over already.
The break point secured for Germany. A chance to put it away and dodge a tie break. You have to wonder if they go with Hard Rock or will they go with that last double time map.
Or even Nomad 1, honestly. Like, all these last picks are pretty good for Germany, I'd say.
Yeah,
and winning that one is just so huge. Brings them up to 5-4, their pick. And frankly speaking, all the maps remaining are Germany favored. So it's going to be quite an uphill battle for Indonesia. Yeah, they're going to go straight into the Hard Rock 3. No Kuroi is like, I know what I'm picking. He picks it instantly.
And I mean, you know, if you're Germany, I feel like this makes sense. You got one chance to put it away or send it goes to tiebreak. You're the best Hard Rock team in the tournament, arguably. Why not? AFB.
I personally would have went with Hard Rock 2 myself, but this one, I mean, hey, they're both Hard Rock picks, and Germany's good at Hard Rock, so.
The logic behind their picks has been very simple tonight, and it has worked out for them every single time nearly.
Yeah.
Only one break point. I mean, that's pretty rare when you can go into a match with an opponent that's pretty evenly matched and say only came out with one break point allowed.
Yeah, I mean, it also is because these two teams are a bit opposite in their skill sets, I'd say. Indonesia being a hidden favorite team, Germany being Hard Rock favorite team. So it makes a bit of sense, but it's still just neck and neck battle throughout this whole match pretty much.
Here we go. Looks like we're about to get started.
Yep.
No Corey hopping in.
Custom song of this pool. First custom song of the Catch World Cup. Arrhenius. Thank you, Drew Toromar, for the song. It's a great song. I love it. What better way to potentially wrap up this match? I couldn't think of one myself. Whoever wrote the script this year, that's a good script. I like it.
Well, I'm sure Indonesia could think of one way better.
Yeah, they probably could, but, you know, maybe the script this year is German. We'll have to see after the results of this match.
I gotta remind you, though, the last time there was a break point, it was traded immediately by another break point.
It definitely was, so there is definitely a chance. I have to see. This map, only 2 minutes in length. It's not going to be a long one. It's going to be a quick one.
But you certainly do have to admire the taste of Germany trying to end it in style with a custom song.
Oh, yeah.
On a
for sure.
Mod they are very proficient on here. It's going to be the same 3 players for Germany that have gotten it done on Hard Rock. Perneko, the early miss for Indonesia.
Yeah, slightly before 200 combos. Not going to be as punishing as a miss would be from now on out. Lume misses. That's going to swing it right back over to Indonesia in just a little bit once these scores start settling out.
But Perneko dropping once again will put the ball right back in Germany's court here, quarter of the way through. Oh, Rabe, that is such an unfortunate miss. The slider.
Yeah, that's one of those misses that you just really hate to see, and as a player, it just hits you. When you miss on a slider like that, it's really not the best. Germany still holding strong. Only one miss so far. Marvin Miller and Nokoroi both holding the FCs. Nokoroi with an SS still.
And now Germany looking to put this one out of reach and put this match away. Rabe Mikoto
He's missing a lot.
Struggling mightily here ever since that slider miss. Lume
that's 2 misses. It's traded once with Perneko.
Yeah, but
and Robin missing again.
It's a Pan versus no Koroi here. Nobody else has combo. There is no combo advantage.
Oh, Perneko missed right before the spinner too. It's about a 100,000 point lead. We only got 1/4 of the map left.
Problem is the Indonesians have no combo to capitalize. They're going to need an absolute meltdown from the Germans to stay in the World Cup. That they do. They need a complete team miss from Germany, probably multiple of them.
Yeah, that miss from Perneko, not what you really want if you're an Indonesian fan. And that going to be sealing the deal here.
Is going to do it. A win for the ages for Germany.
Nokoroi with the SS on the final map. That guy has performed out of his mind today, along with Lume and Marvin Miller. They've all performed so well to be able to stay into this tournament.
Nokoroi, the MVP of the match for sure. And Germany will send Indonesia home 6-4. They move on to top 12.
Yeah, the only thing is they have to play against the loser of Chile versus, I believe, Philippines next week, and that's going to be, that's another hard match. And Indonesia, top 9 seed. They were seeded 9th, by the way. They're already out of the tournament. Bit unfortunate for them having their run. Got sent down to the losers bracket by the Netherlands and then beat by Germany into the top 12 they go. Bit unfortunate for Indonesia, but Germany is our winners. They're going to be taking this match, rightfully so. They played super well today.
An absolutely stellar performance from the Germans. A real team effort and a big win on the back of their captain, Nokoroi. Absolute stellar performance. 3 SSs today, 4 FCs, I believe. Can't wait to look at his match cost.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be up there.
That's going to be at least a 1.7. You know it. But that's going to be it for now. We've got a few more matches this weekend. One more winners bracket.
Actually, just a few minutes here.
Indeed. So Germany are going to find out who they get to play next week after this one wraps up. And at the same time, you will get to find out who you play next week.
I will. And that's going to be oof.
You
After
get the
seeing
winner.
how well Germany did, it's like these teams still can provide so much, even if they're in the losers bracket. You just can't take them lightly, you know.
Yeah.
And Chile, Philippines, definitely 2 teams that you don't want to play against them. That's how strong they are. We're going to be seeing them face off in about 5 minutes. Stay around. We're going to be here. We're going to be bringing in some new casters momentarily, though. So, going to take a very quick break. And we're going to be coming right back at you with, honestly, probably an even closer match. We saw how close that Germany-Indonesia match was. This one has the potential to just completely go all the way and be even closer.
It should be an absolute barn burner between the 4th seed and the 5th seed. We'll get you some new casters here in about 4 minutes' time, as well as Belgium, Finland. That's going to be happening immediately after the Chile-Philippines match. So stick around for that, our last elimination match. Hard to believe that the top 16 matches are this competitive, Secret.
Yeah, like, this pool is pretty hard, too, and we're still seeing just insane competition on such a hard pool. It just goes to show how well these teams in the middle of the pack have gotten. Like, they've improved their level so much over the prior years.
Yep, absolutely massive depth here in the Catch World Cup. But we're going to take a quick break, and some new casters will get you through it. Stick around. Final winners bracket match of the weekend coming up. Chile, Philippines. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Catch World Cup. Doland here. And then this time I'll be joined by Snow Leopard as we get into the next winners bracket quarterfinal, our final winners bracket quarterfinal of the weekend. And it's the big one. 4th seeded Chile, 5th seeded Philippines. You ready, Snow Leopard?
Oh, absolutely. This one is going to be a banger, and I can't wait to see who's going to win this. Like you said, Seed 4 versus Seed 5, it's going to be a real close one and a great way to end out our winners bracket for this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And we already know who each of these teams will be facing after the result comes in. The winner will get the United States in the semifinals next week. The loser will face Germany next week in the losers bracket.
Yeah, we just saw that last match, Germany versus Indonesia, to decide who would face the loser. And Germany is going to have quite some work cut out for them either way, Chile or Philippines. 2 monster teams to try and take on next weekend.
Well, the rosters for Chile are 2013 world champions. It's Lehu, Stark, Pecorat, Ariciel, Eldenel, and Don't Play CTB. And for the Philippines, Roido, Kielzu, Crowley, Bunre, Rusty, and Marurin.
2 very stacked rosters indeed, names you'd likely know and love, and it looks like we're about ready to get started. Roles already been done. Philippines, it seems like 1. So we're going to see a ban from Chile first, then Philippines, followed by a pick from Philippines. In 3, going to be that first ban for Chile.
An interesting ban from Chile. They're such a well-rounded team when it comes to mods, so you really can never expect what their ban's going to be.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, the Philippines, they definitely have really good hidden players, but so does Chile. But I guess, yeah, with these two teams, that's the problem when you get some of those high-seeded teams against each other. You start to wonder what to ban where both teams have really good mod coverage all around. It's a lot easier with the lower seeds where, it's more often one of the teams will have some weakness or some really good strength that you want to ban against. But yeah, with these high-seeded, it's really just more down to the map. What maps do you not want to play?
And the Philippines have elected to ban Double Time 1. FD Fluorite. Double Time map gone with our Hidden 3, and those will be the bans. The Philippines will have the opening pick of this match. And you'll love to see that even the channel point betting reflects perfectly the seed lineup here. It's a 55-45 split in favor of Chile in the chat.
Yeah, definitely to be expected. It's going to be a royal coin toss of a game, I imagine. And we're going to get started with Hidden 2, picked by the Philippines, Alas a la mode.
And not a bad strat. You see your opponent banning Hidden, go right into it. But
yeah, not only that, but you go with the low AR Hidden. It's the AR 8.2 Hidden map. Going to be a bit difficult even for the normal Hidden players. Bit of its own skill set.
But here's the problem. They have this guy on their team called this player, Aldenel.
Yeah.
So when you're picking this, obviously the Philippines are just betting that the second or third player is going to struggle. They know Aldenel is going to pop off more than likely. Banking on the team performance here.
Yeah, similarly, we got Roido for the Philippines and Crowley for these Hidden players, and Bunray as well, honestly. It's just a stacked lineup all around.
But, when it comes to the 4th and 5th seed, especially, Chile and Philippines, you look at these two teams side by side, there's not a whole lot of clear areas for each team to attack. There's not a whole lot of clear weaknesses. There's a lot of overlap, but not complete 100% overlap.
Yeah, that's going to be the real difficult part for these captains to figure out how they want to do their picks, is finding where that overlap isn't quite full coverage. Just those little small areas that you can attack, and that's about the best you can do when you got some stacked teams like this.
Well, we're going to find out here. The Philippines leading with the low AR Hidden 2. Pekarat, Lehu, Aldenel for Chile against Roido, Corrali, and Bunray for the Philippines.
Philippines off to a beautiful 1.3 million head start.
Yeah, Roido, absolutely phenomenal. Just combo gaming off the start. Figured out how to win it.
See, I told you gotta watch out for Roido. That man can just, bend space and time around him.
Starting to think I know why they call him Roido. But the client fixes the bug. We're good. Early miss from Crowley, traded by Lehu. Bunray also going down, so it's a 2-1 advantage for Chile in the FC department. And they'll keep on cruising, and they'll just build this lead. Get about 20,000 points.
Yeah, after those early misses, well, I was about to say smooth cruising, but Pekarat now going to drop as well. As Bunray going to trade.
Ooh, Lehu going down.
Yeah, only 2 FCs left. One for each team, Eldenel and Roido. 2 names we pointed out earlier.
And so far, it looks like things are kind of playing out how the Philippines hoped they would. Being able to outperform Chile on a team level. You can't stop Eldenel.
Yeah, he's going to be a permanent thorn in the side of Philippines. Something you got to watch out for. Any slip up and he will capitalize on it. But Crowley could have found a miss right before this slower kind of section. I don't even know what you would call this.
Chile going to be pulling back that score bar. Lehu going down is going to pump the brakes a little bit here.
Yeah, we'll trade off some of those misses from Crowley. Or at least stop the score from growing for them.
Oh, Lehu and Pekorak going down for Chile and the Philippines. now firmly in control of this one, despite a brilliant play from Eldenel.
And Righto down now, so Eldenel only FC left.
And it's going to be the Philippines taking this opening point. Eldenel, 1 million points.
Yeah, beautiful FC from Eldenel, like we mentioned earlier, but unfortunately, Philippines just a bit more consistent as a team there. They're going to win by about 100,000. So that will be first point to Philippines. We go over to Chile for their first pick of the match.
And now we'll see what the Chilean game plan is here. It will likely involve some mods. I know that much.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who and when Nomad 3 and Nomad 4 will be picked, but I expect to see a lot of mod play before then. Those are the two Nomad maps I think things can get real interesting for. The two kind of funky picks.
And then there's also the two mixed mod maps. I mean, those are probably the closest thing that these teams could get to a comfort pick, realistically.
Yeah, I think that could actually bode well for Chile, at least in the hidden department, going mixed mod, because you can just throw Eldenel on the hidden.
Double Time 3 is going to be the pick for Chile.
Yeah,
Critical Cannonball.
They're going to follow the trend of picking the same mod that your opponent banned. Normally a smart way to go.
The classic copy your opponent's method strat.
Yeah. You know, as long as you always mirror your opponent, you just go to tiebreaker. It's as simple as that. You don't have to worry about it.
It's a foolproof strat. But
now, what would be a new strat would be Crowley staying in for double time.
Well, so far that appears to be the strat. Crowley double time debut. Never mind.
Chilean debut.
Right. Roido passport debut. Gonna get things sorted out. He's gonna be Stark filling in the lobby for Chile. I mean, Chile have quite the impressive double time roster. I mean, of all the DT rosters out there, they can compete with probably the best in the world, including the United States and South Korea.
Absolutely, yeah.
Aricio, Stark, particularly Aricio, an absolute menace.
At the last minute, no Crowley DT. Will be Roido stepping in as expected.
Debated. This is not your average DT multi-lobby. Here we go. That's one thing you also notice immediately about these teams, Snow Leopard, is the amount of subs they had. The rotation, the bench, the depth of both these teams.
Yeah, that's definitely an advantage that some people don't think about. You see teams that keep the same 2 or maybe even 3 players in for every map, and you know, it's nice to have those power players, but being able to just have a stacked roster you can swap in and out as necessary, really an advantage.
Yeah, because fatigue is a thing. So far, 6 Way FCs. A slight advantage to Chile off of accuracy, but Pekarat's gonna be the first miss. Advantage Philippines.
Dark now goes down as well. Still a 3-way FC for the Philippines.
He's looking pretty good. Approaching that halfway mark. That's gonna give him a 2-miss lead here.
Yeah, both Chileans catching back up, but now Aricio gonna fall. That's all FC's down for Chile.
Traded by
Close trading.
Marin. It's going to retain that 2-miss lead for the Philippines. As we go into the second third of the map here, Marin going down yet again.
Gonna eat away at that lead. Still should stay on the Philippines for now.
Yeah, that is going to be a full miss eaten away, though, because Aricio did get to 200 combo before that. Pekarat is going to find a miss. So it will be traded back. And the Philippines...
They're just trying their hardest, but Killzoo and Roido just holding the FC, saying, no thanks, no point for you.
Yeah, Killzoo and Roido have other ideas. A very strong start. And this will be a massive break point for the Philippines. Killzoo and Marin going down, but there's not enough time for Chile to run that back. The Philippines have done enough. 2.95 million points. 2-0 Philippines.
Yeah, you can see Killzoo there. Single miss, and it was like 15 combo from the end. So basically an FC, just a little choke at the end, but more than did his job. Beautiful scores from both him and Roido. And yeah, there you go. 0-2 first break point already.
I mean, so far, if you're the US and Germany, you're not looking forward to play either of these teams the way they're playing right now.
Yeah. Terrifying.
The Philippines off to the dream start against probably what was going to be their biggest test in Chile here.
Next week, of course.
Right, yeah. It's their biggest challenge until they get the upset win, and then they have a new challenge.
Yeah, just big mountains all around them. Got to pick their poison, but so far they're cruising along, only 4 points away from the victory. But Chile, they're just one break point behind. It's really not that big of a deal as long as they can make it up somewhere.
Ah, yes, I can relate, Marin.
That's totally me when I'm playing it.
Yeah.
I love when the Tagalog gets mixed with English.
It's the best. So the Philippines taking some time to pick here, and it's an important pick. A chance to go up 3-0. It's going to be Hard Rock 3. As Sakurai mentioned last match, our first custom song of the World Cup.
Yeah, also original Aaron Yace coming out by Toromaru. Song so powerful, we had to be coached on how to pronounce the name properly. A Greek name.
Look at that. We're getting pronunciation guides. Took us long enough, but we got there.
Now I just need like a professional pronouncer to help me out with all the map pool showcases.
Just
like one of the 20, and I'm like, dude, I've got 19 other songs I gotta pronounce. And they got
just like Harold to read the map name.
Yeah, just call someone in, like, let me phone a friend real quick.
Could we do it like a medieval style Harold? Just, it is Hard Rock 3.
Honestly, feels like I need that some days.
Honestly, make it like a Monty Python bit. But finally, we're gonna be getting started on Aaron Yace. And a relatively shorter song here. Short map. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. So these misses are going to be consequential here. Marin is going to be taking hidden as well.
Yeah, it's short but mighty. Difficulty is a vengeful spirit for a reason. See who can survive.
So far, it's a clean start for everyone as they build up to 200 combo.
Yeah, Maruhan, the only one taking hidden, has dropped a little bit of accuracy, but keeping the full combo, so not a big deal. Looks like that usually also dropping a little. Ooh! That it is a drop, though.
Yeah, that is not a full combo, and Roido is also going to be going for the Philippines, so it's a early advantage for Chile, a 2-miss advantage, and they are still 3-way FC.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit of a reverse from the last map.
And that's the thing, just because you got a 2-0 lead on Chile, you don't want to give them any room to breathe. Don't play CTB is going to be the first miss for Chile, but they'll still retain the advantage.
You have to see if Elnel and Mauricio can hold that FC to the end, then they really just took the Philippines strat. Gave them the Uno reverse card.
Ooh. That is going to be enough to level the score and maybe even flip it to the Philippines. Eldenel's miss will flip it. The Philippines needed a lot of help to get that lead back, but they have it with combos full here.
Yeah, Marin and Roido recovered beautifully. Bunray still rocking the FC along with the Mauricio. Elnel going to go down again and just push that lead further for the Philippines. We only have a quarter of the map left.
And the Philippines really putting the pressure on Chile into the final sections of the map, looking for a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and it seems like they're going to pull it off. We don't have that much map left to go.
And they will. Aaron Yace goes the way of the Philippines.
Yeah, really nice 3-0 lead for the Philippines. It's not quite dire yet for Chile. They still have their pick next, so... But they want to make sure they get that. If they lose the next break point, then Philippines has a pick to get themselves to match point, and that's a scary place to be.
Yeah, it's not quite dire, but it is definitely the most important pick of the match, definitely for Chile coming up right here. Yeah, they have to convert this. Around. Imagine they pick no mod 4 because they want to convert the convert.
There you go. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta not pick a mod. Sometimes no mod is the way to go. Keep it simple, keep it clean, but then throw all that out the window by playing a convert.
yeah.
Who needs mods when you just have mods built into the mapping?
Yeah. They're going to take their time. I mean, you have to wonder if we're going to see a timeout called from Chile because this is a very important pick.
Yeah. They really need this next point. Otherwise, that gives Philippines way too nice of a kind of runway there.
Yeah, a 2-point lead is much easier to overturn than a 4-point lead.
Yeah.
And we see the referee calling for the pick, so... Timeout called by Chile. Wow, this is insane for the Philippines.
Yeah, that's a bit of a confidence booster for the Philippines as well, seeing that Chile is definitely a bit scared, or at least taking it super seriously, recognizing the gravity of the situation here.
Yeah, it could be a combination of that combined with the fact that the Philippines just are riding a wave of momentum right now, and they don't want to jump right into the next map.
Yeah, it is true.
Or cool them off a little bit. Ice the fingers, you know, like icing the kicker.
Yeah. I guess
but either way,
what is the way to go here? What do we think we want to go for pick-wise?
See, it's Chile, so I have no idea.
Yeah, that's fair. That is
it's
fair.
Like the one team where it's like they could pick anything, except probably no mod 1, no mod 2, like you mentioned earlier. think they would steer away from that because that's pretty much toss-up. If they were to go for a no-mod, it would be no-mod 3 or no-mod 4.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if no-mod is a good way to go, because we've seen Marin taking hidden on all of the picks so far, and if they go no-mod, they can force him off of that and possibly even force Marin onto the bench, but I'm not as familiar with how well they can play without hidden.
And I mean, think about how weird this is. Nothing feels safe. Nothing does. You've had a hidden, a hard rock, a double time, and they've all gone the way of the Philippines. So I guess maybe mix mod, or no, it would have to be a mix mod or no mod.
Yeah,
but it also could be that they spike themselves out. I think that's the big thing right now for Chile is they might be psyched out right now, not knowing what to pick. When in reality, they just need to call a timeout, take a break, and go with their best map.
Yeah, that is definitely a scary place to be, just losing 3 mods in a row. No mod 2, okay. So they did go, no mod.
No mod, yeah, he definitely said no mod too. So interesting. Going for the technical mechanic pick. Oh no! Oh, okay, the ref is going to issue a warning. That was close. So, they didn't even beat the timer, apparently.
Snuck in, I would say just in time, but just after time. But yeah, we'll give the warning and allow it. No mod 2 will be selected, but got to keep an eye on those timers, keep things rolling.
So it is going to be no mod 2, the very short mid-AR mechanics-based pick here. And that just really was quite the tricky situation.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they went no mod 2 instead of 3 or 4, but you know, we can tell they clearly just weren't feeling super confident about anything. But they go for the tech pick, the Rockman pick, so they're going to try and just outskill Philippines here. Going to see Rusty coming in for the, I believe, first map of the match for him.
Will be Rusty's first appearance this match. And probably a good idea after a timeout. Stopping the momentum for the Philippines. They get some new blood in. But Chile looking to rebound here. They desperately need to get on the board. They need something to work. They're looking for this no mod 2 to be just the cure. Early miss from Pekarat, traded by Royda.
Yeah, Roydo and Rusty finding some early misses. Pekarat traded a little bit, but that is going to be advantage Chile. A little too early to jinx it. We're only 30 seconds in, but so far this has been a good start for Chile. They've taken that early advantage. Rusty finding another miss again.
And now things looking pretty good for Chile, but we're still not even halfway through the map. But it's about a 50k lead. Eldonel is going to be going down.
Yeah, not what Chile wanted there. I think should still be advantage Chile, but just barely. And any further misses will lose it, but Rusty gonna miss.
Ooh, traded by Aricio, so that'll pump the brakes. Roydo as well. It's only Bunray and Pekarat with combos above 200 here.
Yeah, Aricio and Eldonel found another miss again, and now Pekarat, that is like the whole team down on combo. That's gonna slowly...
It's Bunray and Roydo pulling it. Oh, but that's a team miss for the Philippines! A team miss right as they're about to get the lead. Aricio and Eldonel now. It's only Eldonel. Nobody can hold on this no mod 2 into the final quarter. 50k advantage.
Map is too strong.
Philippines are going to be able to eat away a little bit of that score advantage, but now those combos are all at 200. Chile's recovering. This is still not over. They have to nail this ending.
Yeah, huge from Elnell holding through when the other 5 players all missed. That's what he needed to do to get his team on the board, and he will do it. It's 1-3. Still advantage Philippines, but Chile now on the board. They have won their pick. Slowed down the Philippines at least a little bit here.
Yeah, so finally getting something on the board. The timeout working. Boy, they needed something to stick. Philippines, though, a chance to push a 4-1 lead here.
Yeah, Philippines, I feel like they have a lot of places they can go here. They have a lot of mods that they already won on, so it should give them a bit more confidence to pick one of those maps that they're feeling particularly good at. I am really curious to see what Chile's next pick is, if they're going to stick with no mod. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and just go no mod 3 or no mod 4, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, now for the Philippines, I think the question becomes, which of the 3 mods do we even go back into?
Yeah, they have too many options.
Yeah, they're going to have to call timeout to narrow their options. Never mind, they know what they want. Hidden one.
Not too surprised to see the hidden pick coming out. Definitely a strong suit of the Philippines, but like we've seen, can be a strong suit of Chile as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. These teams have a weird overlap of skill sets, where one is slightly stronger than the other on certain mods, but the other team is still strong on the same mod.
Yeah, and that's what makes it scary, because you could have, you could say, oh, Philippines, they're 5% better on hidden, but that doesn't matter if you just have a bad run. That's well within range of just having a slightly bad run, making one little slip, dropping a combo, and boom, there you go, enemy wins. So, very terrifying.
So we got some substitutions. Stark coming in for Chile.
We've seen, yeah, there we go. Rusty swapping over.
Mr. Leku filling out the lineup for Chile. AR9. And again, quite the lengthy hidden map. This one is nearly 4 minutes in length, so you want to get a good launch to establish a good mental to set that tone.
Yeah, we've seen this map really trip up some people. Got a lot of interesting mapping. It is more of a consistency pick with it being the 4 minutes long, but there's plenty of mapping in there that can trip up people as well. So nothing to sleep at. Keep awake, keep focused for those 4 minutes.
And there's the start command. We're going to be going into round number 5 here, on to the hidden pick. You know, despite Philippines being in a relatively comfortable position of 3-1 up, they have to be careful not to allow breakpoint here. Would give Chile an opportunity to tie the game.
Yeah, they're only 1 breakpoint ahead, so they even give up one of them, all of their advantage goes out the window.
Slight spinner advantage to, hard to tell, but it looks like to Chile, but now we're getting some misses, so Stark and Rusty going to be finding misses.
Yeah, this map very kind of wiggle jump heavy, so really easy to catch yourself out and on hidden. Be a little hard to get back in the flow of things. Bunrick gonna miss as well. Stark trades.
So far, so good for most of our players here. Roido going down. That'll flip the score to Chile. Eldenel and Leku doing damage.
Rusty done again. No full combos for the Philippines. I think Elno and Leku holding them. Chile.
Chile slowly building that advantage. Continuous misses coming out from Rusty and Roido. Oh, Leku.
Right for the spinner.
And Elbino right after the spinner. That is what the Philippines needed. Rusty trades one of them. But Bunray and Roido above 200. Chile have no combos above 200.
Yeah, that should bring it back to center.
That miss from Stark will indeed bring it back to center.
I believe he just found another miss again, and with Elno missing, that is plenty enough to flip it over. So Philippines halfway through the map, gonna start taking the lead.
Stark has definitely fallen into a rut here, halfway through. Now the Philippines with about 30k advantage. Bunray and Roido.
Yeah, it just really goes to show that these teams are so evenly matched in skill. It just matters on who has a good run. Roido finding another miss now. And Rusty, that's going to be enough to flip it.
Tug of war very much on this one here. Eldino and Roido are going to trade. Third of the map left. So he's still realistically got at least a whole nother minute. And it is literally a 1,000 point game. Are you kidding me?
Stark, no! That miss from Stark's gonna flip it over.
But it's Bunray standing out.
Yeah,
going to work.
See 1,000 combo and be like, oh, they're full comboing right. No, this is just a long map with a lot of notes, but Bunray really popping off now.
Stark continuously chain missing. Philippines now in front. Leku doing everything possible for Chile. Needs some help.
Yeah, luckily for Chile, Roido did trade one of them, but Stark misses again, and Roido not trading this time.
Rusty is there to support Bunray when needed. And the Philippines take a 4-1 lead. Bunray, have yourself a match. 993,000 points.
So close to that 1 mil. Yeah, just 5 misses from Bunray, and I think it was all in one little cluster at the beginning there. So almost an FC, bit of a reverse choke there for Bunray. And yeah, just like 2 misses for Leku. Like really great play from Chile. They had it halfway through, but then just couldn't quite hold it together on the back half. And that's enough for the Philippines to take their point.
The Philippines in a really good spot. Just a little more work to be done to close this one out.
Yeah, Chile can be really nervous now. They next point they lose, it seals it to where they have to win a tiebreaker. They want to avoid that if possible. They are going to stick Nomad 3.
Well, all right, the XCON map. Boy, has he been providing us some really interesting and unique maps for these tournaments.
Yeah, this map, very crazy, which is a bit of an understatement, but just imagine a map where all the sliders are dense streams, and then you see the actual sliders, and it's just something super crazy and wild. Basically sums up this map, but doesn't do it enough justice. You just kind of have to see it for yourself.
This is a really big match for the Philippines. Their best result in Catch World Cup history was in 2021, finishing in the top 6. A win here would guarantee that they equal that. So Nomad 3, the team's getting their roster sorted. For Chile, it's Eldenel, Don't Play, CTB, and Leku. But it looks like they are going to be getting Pekorat in for one of those 3 players as Kielzu and Bunray away to 3rd.
Yeah, we saw them requesting Pekarat be swapped back to the server. We'll have to see if Pekarat's going to come in or not for this, but Philippines still need to figure out their third player. Seems like maybe they want Roido, but Roido might be having connection issues as well. Rayart got Roido back in. And there is Pekarat.
All right. So it looks like this is going to be it for round 6. Chile desperately needs some life, some momentum. If they fail to convert this, it could be their last pick.
Absolutely. And even if it isn't, that still means they have to go the tiebreaker and they have to win it. So a lot of pressure on this map. Roido not quite getting on there for that first part of the stream.
Ooh, don't play CTB. Also getting off a little bit in the center there.
Yeah, so already, already you can see that this map is funky.
And they're already playing tug of war in the intro with the lead.
Yeah, don't play CTB. Trading that back a little bit later. Roido almost up to 200 combo now.
But now the map is going to really get into its denser sections here.
Yeah, and this map is so dense all around, is even if you see a miss, that player can be right back up to 200 combo pretty quick a lot of the time.
But that also means that the score bar moves rapidly on these dense maps.
Absolutely.
Oh, and there's a miss coming out of Eldenel. Philippines looking good here. Kielzu trades. Bunray as well going down. Roido completing a team miss.
Yeah, and now the score bar jumps immediately over to Chile.
And now Chile losing one of their combos in Pekarat, traded by Kielzu. It's Eldenel, don't play CTB, going down. It's just Eldenel versus Bunray and Roido. Here come the Philippines.
Eldenel drops, Philippines holding it together, all three above 200 now.
These two teams, the definition of evenly matched here today. Final quarter of the map. And that score bar is approaching center. Kielzu and Roido going down.
Eldenel finding that break right before the break.
Traded back by Kielzu, who's really just not having a good time here. Neither team could seem to run away with the lead on this one, and they're just alternating misses in a perfect, weird sort of way. Philippines narrowing the gap. Kielzu goes down.
Missed a slider tick.
It looks like Chile are going to be able to hold here, and they will.
Paid off in the end.
4-2.
At just 40,000, you can see the miscounts are all really close together here. Bunray actually MVPing, I believe. Yeah, MVP 957,000, but just such a toss-up. Chile able to take the win on that, and that's exactly what they needed. They're still not out of the woods yet. Philippines still up a break point, but yeah, making their way back.
Yeah, a good effort from Chile to get another point on the board, but Philippines have the pick, and they still have a timeout, and they still have a much more wide-open map pool than Chile do here. Question is, when will we see mixed mod?
Yeah, I feel like Philippines might be a little scared to pull out mixed mod. Mods have been going well, but we have seen almost every time Chile had at least one player that was just really popping off. So mixed mod might be what they need. So they can just put that one top player on each mod. I would expect to see Hard Rock or Double Time, but the question is which one?
Hard Rock 1. Gonna be Sabaton, Twilight of the Thunder God.
Let's go. Map is a banger. A little surprised we didn't see Double Time 2, Gem Zoo map. But perhaps they're saving that for a rainy day. They do have a bit of buffer room on the score.
Yeah, they definitely don't need to burn that pickup just yet. So it looks like it's going to be Eldenel, Pekaret, and Don't Play CTB for Chile. It'll be Bunray, Mararin, and Roido for the Philippines. Or it's going to be Arisil.
Yeah, we saw the request for Don't Play CTB being moved back into the server. I'm not seeing if that has happened yet or not, though. Oh, there we go. Seems like he may have been moved in. Yeah, there we go. We see him hop into the top slot.
Round number 7. Twilight of the Thunder God. Here we go.
We're locked in. Someone asked, what is the background music? Background music is the song we're about to play, Twilight of the Thunder God by Sabaton.
It's there in the bottom left-hand corner. Early miss out of Don't Play CTB. As well as Pekaret. An early advantage for the Philippines as they cross 200. Everyone seems to have this one well scouted. Cruising through that first quarter.
Just that one miss from Pekaret. Everyone else holding strong. Actually, Don't Play CTB as well had a really good miss.
Oh, Marare going down. Traded by Don't Play. Oh, that is a big miss from Marin, down to 98.3. And that will actually lead to the scorebar flipping, most likely.
Yeah, there we go. Well, but Don't Play gonna trade it right back. Rez is flipping back and forth.
And now we have some massive combos here. 4 players above 1100.
Yeah, Don't Play about to hit 200 again. Marin back up there, but we see 3 misses.
got greedy on the spinner, but Marin was also caught out, so fortunately it's not going to punish him too bad, but that score is going to park itself right in the middle of the screen.
Even slight advantage to Chile with that being a 2-miss versus a 1-miss, but just ever so slightly in favor of Chile. That could even be spinner territory.
Oh!
Going to go down. Huge down there.
What was that?
Imagine his fingers slip off the keyboard or something for a second.
That had to be. That platter shot straight left.
Marin also found a drop at the same time.
The sheer amount of the drop is going to put the advantage back in Philippines' hands, but because it was traded, the bleeding is going to stop. So Chile trailing behind.
Yeah,
I think you're
like
right, Snow Leopard. Looked like a key slip off there. Roido going down.
That's enough to flip it back over, but Pekarat trades. Well, it's going to be back and forth until the end. We got just like 15, 20 seconds left to go.
And this could be right here where the match is decided. Chile desperately need this. Marin and Pekarat trading again. Chile needs some help. Can the Philippines close this one out? Pekarat going down again. Funray and Roido. But it's not going to be enough. The Philippines hold on. 14K.
Wow.
And boy, that has been the story of this match, hasn't it? Close but no cigar for the Chileans.
Yeah, Ricio with the SS, Bunray with the SS, perfectly tied scores, so they even spun the same.
They're going to share the MVP award on that one. But the
it just really shows how evenly matched it is, but yeah.
But the Philippines, they've just been slightly more consistent when it matters. That's been literally the only difference.
Yeah, Chile now in a really rough spot. Philippines at match point, but luckily it is at least their pick, so they can kind of control their own destiny here.
Mm-hmm. And now you may have to explore that mixed mod territory.
Yeah, I think no mod 4 could work, but it's a bit risky. I really think mixed mod might be that hidden gem that Chile needs, but to see if they're willing to go for it. So the same story there again with Arisial, that beautiful SS tying Bunray. They have the players for each mod, but I think when you have to have 3 players on the same mod, Philippines is just eking it out today.
And Chile do not have a timeout, so the referee is requesting the pick. They have already been warned once. So we'll see what they decide. They may just let the clock run out and go to RNG, honestly. But it is going to be double time. That makes sense. It is a Gemzu map, but the Philippines did ban double time. Oh! No, it's mixed. Wait, they meant to pick mixed mod too?
Seems like that's what they wanted, but okay, might have been keyboard issues or something. So yeah, RNG pick did happen. Good 5-10 seconds before we saw anything with Pekarat.
Yeah, but yeah, the pick was clearly locked in. And they were probably just trying to panic and beat the clock and wanted to avoid a RNG pick at all costs and blurted out the wrong map.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna end up seeing the Gemzu map either way. Either the Philippines wanted it or not. RNG has decided. Yeah, for those asking, that was a roll pick. I believe in the client they have a button for it.
No, that was not a rolled pick. They
Well,
did
yeah,
get
not the roll command, but a randomized pick. Yeah.
right. Yeah, no, that wasn't a randomized. So the referee actually allowing Chile to submit proof because apparently they're claiming that the message was sent and Bancho would not send it. So referee going to allow Chile to submit a quick screenshot. If they can prove that that's the case, then the pick will be mixed mod 2.
Yeah.
If not, we'll be getting double time. Yeah. Of course, only going to wait so long. We are on a schedule. And you certainly hate to see technical difficulties really just cause a bad day for a team. But that is the nature of playing games on the computer.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to be jumping right into it now.
Wait a minute. What are we doing? 3v2, I guess? What? I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, it wrote us in the lobby, but the map has already started.
Yeah, we're going to need to get in the board on this one. Yeah, there we go. Bancho just being slow today. Oh, so wait, that was a rolled pick?
Yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah, that was a rolled pick.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought they tried to pick BT2.
No, that was a rolled pick.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, we got the Mix Mod 2 call like good 5-10 seconds after that.
Okay, well, interesting. Honestly, this might not be the worst pick for them to be randomly chosen, considering that it's DT and Philippines ban double time. But it is a Gemzu map, so...
We're finding a really early miss. The slightest of advantage to Philippines right now.
Eldano and Rusty gonna be trading here. So the Philippines gonna retain an even greater lead as it builds to roughly 40k.
Gilzu now finding a miss. That should swing it at least to center. Maybe over just barely. I don't think quite though. Pekarat miss is going to say no. That miss from Elno is going to make sure it stays over in the Philippines for now. Already halfway through the map. It's a short one, just 2 minutes long.
Things looking really good for the Philippines here. Final third of the map coming up, and they're looking to punch their ticket to finals week.
But at least semifinals.
True, but the worst they can do is top 6, right?
Oh yeah, that's true because it'll be a winner bracket as well. Yeah. Good point there. Pekarat Gilzu finding some misses, but fortunately the trade means the score difference isn't going to change much.
Yeah, and this one's not over just yet for Philippines. That Chile are fighting this. That score bar is slowly creeping over to the left-hand side. They're going to need a little more help, but there's a double miss. Traded one. Chile might need just one more miss. Oh, it's going to get close. Chile fighting. Pekarat goes down. The Philippines are going to finals week. 6-2. The final score. Aricia with the double S. Alas to no avail.
I have to imagine if Pekarak could have held right at the end, that it would have been so close. It would have been at least like pretty much tied up in a coin flip there. Oh, that's so sad.
Would have come down to the wire. It would have been a couple thousand the difference for sure, but we'll never know. Philippines, they took the early game by storm and just never looked back, Snow Leopard.
Yeah, it's, you can say what you will about an RNG pick or a close, miss at the end, but at the end of the day, the scoreline was 2-6, fairly decisive victory from the Philippines. And they will be moving on to the winner bracket semifinals, but not the end of the road by any means for Chile. They still have all the losers bracket available to them. They will be still here for our semifinals next weekend.
Yep, and now our winners bracket semifinals are set for next week. The United States take on the Philippines, and South Korea take on Italy. And as you said, Chile's still alive. They're in the losers bracket. They will have to go up against Germany. And then if they're successful, they play the winner of Mexico-Taiwan.
Yeah, and honestly, maybe a blessing in disguise for Chile to not have to go up against the U.S. They have been really strong this year, coming in at seed number 1. So definitely a battle ahead for the Philippines. Hopefully they can weather the storm, but what remains to be seen next weekend.
Yeah, and if the Philippines are able to pull off an upset next week, it will be their first badge in CWC history. So they got a lot to play for, a brilliant opportunity, and they earned it. Well earned today.
Yes, we still have some matches coming up, but I think we're going to have about an hour break, if I'm not mistaken, before we see Belgium-Finland.
Yes, that will be our final match of the weekend. A losers bracket encounter. Belgium and Finland going head-to-head for the last spot in top 12. Winner of that encounter faces Poland. But that's going to do it for now. I believe that's coming up at the top of next hour. Unless I'm mistaken.
Yes, 17 UTC, I believe. So yeah, about exactly an hour from now, we'll have that match. And then I believe sometime shortly after that, the semifinals map will showcase. So 2 more streams to keep an eye out for, but that will be it for us for now. You guys back here in an hour. Doland, it has been a pleasure.
As always, Snow Leopard, another great weekend of Catch World Cup action nearly in the books. We got one more match to send you out with in 1 hour. Go take a break. But don't go anywhere. Come back. We'll send out the quarterfinals in style. Snow Leopard, it's been a blast.